this process, it was an initiation process. See, I think I must mention it that we never received the cars, physically, the cars, you see, because the process was in initiation and the other side of Mr. Christian was busy with the process. Then we cut it. Whilst we cut it, as I've said, that there was this noise now, you see, that Mkhwanazi fitted blue lights, Mkhwanazi took state resources and finance, took state, social media and articles now, newspaper articles with my photos. He took the state vehicles and donated to Mdlanga, or he took blue lights. They were raising it differently, you see. Nearly in my neighborhood, there's a weekly newspaper. It was strictly targeting. I'm staying in Albertine, you see. You said I must mention, I'm a public servant, you see. In that area, nearly each and every week, when you open a social media, when my kids open a social media at work, but internally at work, I was not approached. There was no communication. Up until I was contacted by, Chief Sue Benny Rasmus, and say, hey, the chief want you to write a letter. Say, letter of what? Letter pastoral vehicle. I said, the chief is briefed. Mr. Mzolo is briefed. He's a chief superintendent doing investigations. To be honest, he didn't fight with me. He approached me like it is his work, you see. Then can you do a letter? I said, a letter of what? Say, things are not looking good. Sir, he was calling me sir because I'm his senior. You see, what do you mean? I say, no, this thing is all over, and now I'm starting to feel it, you see. Then within a day or two, another deputy director in the office of the chief of police, I'm called by, it was Monday, I'm called by Mzolo. We had our own operations and specialized services management meeting. All the directors, 6 or 7 directors, are sitting in that meeting, you see. Then he's sharing it. Mkhwanazi, I'm stuck at Captain Park. The meeting sit at Captain Park. I'm stuck in the traffic. Then we moved towards that. I moved to a meeting. When I'm in the meeting, I found him sitting with the deputy director at chief's office, Mr. Ivan Duplessis. You see, I could see him and the atmosphere. I know how the personality of Mr. Mzolo, you see, he has been with me for many years. Mkhwanazi, open ukhuluma nawe undoda inzulu, you see. I said, no, it's fine, Mzolo, you see. But my eyes are fast, you see. I read the letter, intention to suspend. I said, intention to suspend for what? You see. No, for the statement that you wrote to any.
Wrote to? Say for the statement that you wrote to?
To any.
Who's any?
Any Rasmus, I've said, is a chief, is our investigating officer in the department.
Okay.
Deals with investigations, you see. Then I said, no, it's fine. The process says that I'm supposed to write a letter. Then I took it, I signed it. But when I signed it, immediately after that, I was told, you're not supposed to be in this building. You're not supposed to be at work. Within 48 hours, you must submit your response for us not to suspend. It is a procedure, cancel procedure. The meeting, say Mkhwanazi. Hey, my daughter. Then the police powers were gone. Then I had to drive back home and consult with the union. Then we responded. But now, immediately, with the intention to suspend, within an hour or 30 minutes, it was all over newspaper, all over South Africa. I said, man, was this thing we did it privately so, and they said, I'm still going to respond. But I could tell with the tone and the language that the chief of police is suspending me, you see. No, it's fine. We responded within 48 hours with the representative of the union. Within that 48 hours, whilst we were submitting, it was the 24th, but there are dates in the documents. I saw the dates again when the document was submitted to me. I saw that it's confirmed those dates. Then I had to stay at home for 3 months. Then I stayed at home for 3 months. Newspapers, articles, photos of my kids, photos of me, photos of everyone. Social media, 2016. In fact, any photo that they could get, I had to delete now and not good. Ask the kids, my daughter. You see. Then I stayed for 3 months. No communication, no consultation, nothing. Getting and enjoying state money for staying at home. Then around May, after 3 months, it was February. After 3 months, I had to come back as disciplinary processes. I think so. Then I had to come back. I came back. No, I was called by the deputy chief. I had to come back because it was after 3 months. You see, I came back. The deputy chief of police called me at night, day before. Say, Mkhwanazi, you must come. You are coming back. I said, 90 days is gone. So not 80 days, 90 days is gone. 3 months. You see, I came back. When I came back, I was told to report at chief's office. You see, whilst I was going there, I got a call that I must meet Mkhwanazi from my deputy chief. You see, I know Mkhwanazi for a long time. He's our labor officer, DH labor. You see, he asked me, "Hey Mkhwanazi, wenzakalani? Why yenza Xolani? You must greet me first." You see, by that time, I know that Xolani is a friend of Mr. Mapieye. He's a friend of Mr. Revo. They drink together because I was waking them. They all stay in Pinoni when there are parties and what. You see. Yeah, wait. I've got an operational plan. We are standing outside Civic Center. You see. Opposite to it, it's HR office. Opposite to it, it's our legislature. Far left, when I'm looking like this, it is our CMs and other people's office. You see, other seniors, HOD's office. You see. Said, yeah. I said, Xolani, I'm having this. You see, he said, no, I letter. What letter is that? But it took my documents.
Commissioner, in defense of our record, I think where you express yourself, Zulu, please say it in English again, because the record may not necessarily be able to reflect that, the typed record.
Humble apologies.
Please repeat it. Okay.
Let me note it. Yes. Said, what documents are you having? Then he read the heading. Automatically, he called Mr. Revo's piece. You said Julius doesn't have document. Julius is having document. Where did he get this document? You see. I said, why are you saying that? He said, where did you get the operational plan? Who told you about the operational plan? Because I've got 2 documents. But whilst he was still communicating, I was called to sign at HR's office. You see, he read me, gave me the letter that says suspension, upliftment of suspension. Then I had to resume work. From that day, it was quiet, but I know that I've been getting articles every week again. My neighbor. So at when I understand other social media things, but at Albertine, I even I have attached some of the Albertine records. DA has been making noise, you see. But by that time, they didn't know that protection of the executive mayor of DA, it was planned and it was executed perfectly so. You see, corrupt, what they mentioned many things, blue lights. There was a heading that I was given to blue light players. But in short, commissioners, I didn't install blue light. I didn't brand the cars. The cars, I didn't see them physically. They didn't come to the city of Ekurhuleni. Even Mr. Christian didn't see those vehicles, you see. It was social media, and there was a document with it's a type document, but with a writing hand in terms of registration. And the article was saying, Vusi Matlala's wife, Vusi what. By that time, I didn't know Vusi Matlala's wife and everything, see. But now I could have an understanding now. Then I stayed. But before, I'm jumping, but before I started to resume, I was called by IP. It's the day after, you see.
The day after what?
I came back to work. Yes. Okay. We want to see you. Who are you? No, I'm from IP. We must see you. Come to Johannesburg. Or the first time I went to Johannesburg, in their offices, you see, it's about this blue light thing that you gave permission, you see. Then I said, no, it's fine. I informed my boss that I'm not working, I'm going to IP. They directed me, I drove with my private car, I parked and I went in. When I went in, it was 7 of them, you see. Sitting, it was Mr. 2 advocates, senior investigators. Out of that, there were 2 females and 5 males sitting like, you see. I said, oh. He said to me, I must talk to this thing of blue light, but now, said, yes, the allegations. First allegation, it was this one of blue lights. Second allegation, it was a dump kill body. Third allegation, it was me giving members instruction to work outside the city of Ekurhuleni. There was a 4th one. I said, no, it's fine. I can respond to those allegations. But this one of a dump, I didn't know it, you see. But these ones I know. Since I work from 2005, we've been working outside the city of Ekurhuleni. I've got documentation to prove that. Since I started as a new 2005 specialized unit, since specialized units were formed, we've been working outside till now. Even now, they're still working outside, but it's fine. You see. Then I said, no, but I don't need, I will write those things. I wrote and responded to all these allegations. I think I wrote 3 or 4 but on this one, they said, are you aware that there are allegations that we instructed people to dump? I said, which body, my daughter? And what Brakpan are you talking about? They said, last year, there was an operation, you were not there, but you came in and gave you. I said, no, man, what operation is that? When they mentioned Yako, I said, yes, I remember, but it's a long time, man. I've not been working with Yako for a long time. I said, yeah, we are aware that we have been not been working with him. They were informed by when they called me. I said, it's fine, let me talk to that then. You see, he gave me, because I was lost, you see, he said it was in Brakpan plot. I said, yes, I remember that thing. You see, I got a call in early hours of the morning, around past 2 to 3, that from Yako. In fact, when he called, I saw that I had 15 or 8 missed calls from him. Saying, Nduna, we've got a success, come and join us with a success. You see, I said, yes. On that, I even wrote that, hey, I'm not aware. I was there for the success of goods that him and his team, or the guys that he's working with, they got. He even said, bring the email. I said, I can't just bring a media. For what, you see? But I told the commissioner, you see. I stayed there for 3 or 2 minutes. I'm going to talk to that, you see. But all these allegations, I submitted statements. Then after 3 or 4 months or 5 months, I got a call from IP HQ that, hey, we want to see you again. Remember, I met with Mr. Kulu, I submitted, you see. He said, when you come here, come with all the documents that we're having for blue lights. I said, what blue lights? Okay, for EMPT operations, from EA working relations with Mr. Matlala and everything. I took, luckily I had a copy of an original plan that I'm saying I'm going to talk to you, you see, and the intent to donate. Then I had a letter that I submitted to Chief's office. No, I didn't have a letter. But there was another third document that I had. You see, oh, my statement. I wanted my statement to mention the registration of the cars and everything. And I even said to him, no, I'm even having the disc of those vehicles. He said, good, bring those discs. I said, I'm coming with them. And I went in, I submitted, I cooperated. You see, I even gave him he said, what is it? I said, it's not even the disc. But the discs are there, you see. Then I gave them all those documents. Then it was quiet. Up until I got a noise again about blue lights. IPT is investigating me. IPT has submitted to the office of the executive mayor a document that recommends me to be charged internally. You see, I said it's fine. I'm the employee of the city. I know I didn't do that. You see, I'm waiting for them to start those processes. You see, but there was noise, but not directed to me. There was noise everywhere. But I worked. I went back to specialized services, continued with my work. In those processes, you see, members of THU, Truck Hijacking Unit. No, let me not jump something. In those processes, no, it's fine. In those processes, just that I don't have the dates and I can't state it chronological so, but Mr. Mzolo told me that, hey, they are charging your members by IPT. I said, for what? They said there's a truck that they took somewhere in Benoni, and that truck was not supposed to be pounded. They pounded that truck. I think they arrested or they wanted to arrest the suspect. Okay. They charged, suspended. There was no communication with me. There was no communication with the then inspector who was their direct supervisor. No communication that was done. You see. Then they came to me, showed me the suspension letters, that they've got the suspension letters, you see. But before the suspension letters, we spoke to Deputy Chief Brevo Space. He said, you must implicate, if you don't want to be suspended, we must implicate you in crimes and say you were there, you leaded this and that and that and that and that. I say, you know what? I know we don't have, I'm having another blood. He's having another blood for me. I'm having, I don't want to mention it, you see. But we don't see eye to eye, you see. I said, no, it's fine, you see. But because they didn't communicate with you, it was intention to suspend. They suspended them, but they continued with their cases. That they were told not to communicate with me. They were arrested at Boxburg. It was 2 cases, you see. Then after 3 months, they came back. Then they told me, no, Mener, we won those cases. The other one was withdrawn in Benoni. We won those cases, we are back, you see. But now they are charging us for, they said they're going, Mr. Revo's piece attended the court every day, there, sitting there. And he pushed that they don't get a bail, and that's what they related to me, you see. I said, no, but it's his choice, you see. But the case has been withdrawn, the other one, too, they're finalized. Then it was those stories then. But in that process, you see, there's a private company that is contracted. You see, now it's closer. Now that is contracted to the city. You see, and the city was starting to align now, not to align per se, to start institutional review. You see, that institutional review, COCTA recommended that the city cuts, because they're duplicates, we're doing rhetoric. There are departments that are doing what other departments are doing, you see. Then to us, we're affected. They said there's a Lamuntra that was led by Deputy Chief Revo Peace, which deals with college training academy, which deals with support system, logistic. In terms of your uniform, they're supposed to assist us in terms of vehicle, bullet vest, anything that we need operationally. It was his responsibility to do that. Again, I said municipal court, you see, which is back office, that they deal with all the processes of processing your Section 56, if they've issued, liaising with the courts to make sure that the court roll are able to have those 56, those processes have been processes. But that is contracted to a private company, you see. They will do warrants, they will do back office, they will process. It's a big, a very huge contract. I don't want to call it a tender, contract. That has been there since I came to the city.
Commissioner Mkhwanazi, apology.